Friday night, and we have a lot to clean, right? So we are just doing a cleaning video. Getting it all together, all straightened out. And right, Caleb?
Right.
Alright, you guys, I usually don't start with the stove when I do my kitchen cleaning. However, the stove was in terrible need of cleaning, and I just wanted to start here and dig right in. So the first thing that I did was just to take all of the attachments off the stove and spray it down with some Mrs. Meyer's surface spray, just to break up that layer of grime. And to start the cleaning process, I'm using a scouring pad. I'm not sure if that's the exact or proper name for it, but that's what I know it as. And it's kind of a steel little ball of cleaning magic that I use for the stove to break up the dirt, the grime, that kind of heavy soil that can get on the stove from cooking. And I just do this as well as taking off all of the attachments, the eyes, and then my stove is a gas stove, so the little gas attachments that go for each eye, I removed all of that just so that I can break down the entire surface of the stove and make sure that every single nook and cranny is being cleaned properly. And then I'm going to come back in with my green dish towel, and there's no specific color coding, but you'll notice for this video that I tend to use the green dish towel for all of the heavier cleaning items, such as wiping down the stove, when I clean my pots and pans, or when I am using or needing a deeper clean on the counters, that first initial wipe down. I use this green one, that way I keep my other items that don't need to be washed with something that clean the stove and the pot, such as my glasses, my china, fine china, that sort of thing. I have two different cloths. So that's a really cool tip if you guys are not already doing it, is to keep things separate and no cross-contamination, or, you know, in terms of cleaning, it's just to have two separate cloths. So you'll see that in me using two separate ones in this video. Now what I do is I was coming in with this soft cleanser by Barkeeper's Friend, and this is my first time using this. I had seen so many videos on YouTube and heard so many great things about this product that I wanted to try it out for my stove. It was very cheap or inexpensive at Target. I was pleased with the price. It was like $2.30 or something like that. So the thing about this product is it goes on soft. It's a cream, and then it dries. You allow it to dry and set, and it becomes a powder. Then when you wipe things off, it's just supposed to remove all of the dirt, debris, and just all of that kind of stuck on gunk. The only problem is that I had already wiped the stove down, as you saw with the Mrs. Meyer, so it was damp, the stove was, and then I came back in with this wet towel as I was spraying, and it kind of tapped it around on the stove. So I think that I messed up the curing process because it never did get solid or turn into a powder, but I believe that was just, you know, because of the way that I prepped it. But I was still very, very, very impressed with how the product itself worked. Even though I didn't let it sit properly, it still came out amazing, as you guys will see. So what I was doing was just allowing this to set, and I was putting up things on my countertops and putting up dishes and that sort of thing while I waited for the product to kind of sink in and really go to work. I have been working on putting the knobs on my kitchen cabinets, and so I have the drill out. My son helped me with it. He's such a jewel. I put up, you know, I had all the drill bits, the tape measures, all of that stuff was out on the counter, which of course it doesn't belong there. So I was just working to put things up as I was waiting for the stove to kind of let that product do its magic so that I could get back in there and clean it up. This normally would be the first step in my cleaning routine when it comes to the kitchen, is just clearing out everything, clearing off the counters, and then I will usually put up everything on the counters, as well as any dishes that have already been done. As you guys can see, I had some dishes that were done that needed to be put up, and then there's stuff on the countertops here that you guys can see as well. So I'm just getting busy putting up all of the dishes that are washed and dried, putting them in their proper place, and just getting the kitchen itself in order. I'm taking all the toys out and putting them in a basket that I keep by the bottom of the stairs for things that go up, because the boys' play area and bedroom is upstairs. So that's why I was walking off to the front of the house, and I'm just getting the glasses and all of the silverware and the kids' cups and stuff just put up in its proper place. If you guys watched my last clean with me video, you heard me continuously reiterate that minimalism is the key to cleanliness, and I am so all for that these days, you guys. I feel like organization and just keeping things minimized on your countertops and everywhere is just so imperative to having a clean environment, and I am so for it. Now I'm just getting ready to tackle the dirty dishes that need to be washed. I'm not a big dishwasher girl. I usually hand wash all of my dishes, so you'll see me doing that here. Sometimes I will put some things in the dishwasher after I've hand washed them, which is kind of redundant to me. So typically I'll just wash them really thoroughly, let them air dry on the counter, or I will hand dry them either way, and then I'll put them up as soon as possible. But I'm not really a big dishwasher girl, so you won't see me run the dishwasher too often. I'm just putting up the things on the counter again as I'm waiting for the stove to get ready and putting things in their place. So just cleaning. Yes, dolls. And then my little dish drying mat that was there, the red one on the counter, I went ahead and replaced that out because it had been there the night before from when I did the dishes previously. So I just wanted to freshen up and get a fresh one to put down as I am getting ready to wash out some glasses and some champagne flutes and that sort of thing. So I freshened that up, and I'm just finishing up the dishes with my Mrs. Meyer's products, which I am so obsessed with, you guys. I've been really in love with these products ever since I started using them around the holidays, and I am obsessed. I use them for pretty much everything. I love the sets and how they look on the countertops as well. So back to the stove area. I'm just checking to see if it's time to wipe everything down, and while I'm waiting, I am unwrapping some beautiful champagne flutes that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I am so amazed that they were $1 each. Oh my goodness, I'm so obsessed with the Dollar Tree for glassware now. While I was waiting in line over the holidays, their line was from the front of the store to the back, but it happened to be down the aisle that keeps all of the glasses and dishware for Dollar Tree. Mommy hugs off to the side with my baby. But I'm so obsessed with their china or glassware, and so I picked up 5 champagne flutes for a project that I just started, a cute little area in my kitchen. And I also got 2 glass jars, which I was really happy to find because they not only are glass, but the lids are glass. So I am loving those, and I just got the 2, but I may get more. So now onto the stove. I am wiping everything down, you guys, and it came off so easy. I was like wowed by how easy everything just wiped off. It was crazy. From before putting the product down, I would have really had to scrub with something abrasive like this scouring pad that I'm using. But right now, after the product, it is just coming off like butter, literally. So I'm really impressed with this product. I highly recommend it, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. So I'm just rinsing off that scouring pad. As you can see, everything is just coming straight off, and I have all of the attachments, the eyes that cover up the little, the gas eyes in the sink, so that I can wipe and wash those out as well. I have my little helper here, which is Thor, as you can see. And I'm so proud of my boys. When they see mom in the kitchen, they want to help, and they know to ask to help, which is amazing. So here is my oldest, and he is helping me to wash out those new champagne glasses and the 2 little glass jars that I got from the Dollar Tree. So he is helping me out, and here they are. Aren't they gorgeous? Very great quality, amazingly beautiful, and I love them. So I encourage you guys to pick up some items from the Dollar Tree if you're looking for new glassware, just to update. But now I'm coming in with that green dishcloth that I like to use for heavy cleaning, and I am just wiping everything down, you guys. It is so satisfying just to see all of this grime peel off. If you could have felt how it felt, and if you use the stove and cook, you know when something spills over on the stove, what a mess it can be and how hard it is to clean. Now there was a little bit of surface debris still around that I in the back left, but it wasn't that bad. Now on the face of the stove, I was able to get a good set from the product. It did dry, it did get into a powder when it dried, and everything wiped right off. It's amazing, you guys. You have to try it if you haven't. And if you have, comment below and let me know your experience with it, or if any recommendations that you may have for cleaning. So here's another view of the stove, and you can see it is like 1, 2, 3 from start to finish, how it was when we first started. It's like a brand new stove almost, and I love it. I got a really, really good clean. So I can't say enough about this product. I will be using it, and it will be one of my staples going forward. And I'm also coming in with the Method Surface and Glass Cleaner, or the Method Glass and Surface Cleaner. And I just went over that after you know, the Barkeeper product, and I was very impressed, you guys, with this Method Glass and Surface Cleaner. Now on my last video, I was not very impressed with it at all. So really me using it here in the kitchen this day was just me trying to use it for the sake of using it, because I wasn't happy with it. I wasn't impressed with it. So I just said, let me use up this product, you know. But I am loving it now. I came in, I wiped down the counters with it after, you know, the initial product on the counters that I used to spray, which is the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray. And then I used it on the stove and in the microwave, as you'll see here. And I'm really, really loving the results. So here I'm just cleaning out the microwave, wiping it down inside and out, and I also use that Barkeeper product on the outside surface to clean it. And then I just used, you know, the multi-surface spray from Mrs. Meyer's on the inside just to wipe everything down and get all that grime and build up. And again, I'm using that same heavy duty dishcloth for the interior, the exterior. And of course, after doing all of this, I would not want to use the same dishcloth on my finer items, such as my drinking glasses, the kids' cups, my silverware, that sort of thing. So that's why you will see me using 2 separate ones for that type of a job. Yes, you guys, so like I was saying, I was very impressed, or I am very impressed with the Method Glass and Surface Cleaner now. So it really, once you've cleaned a surface, or not necessarily a glass like a mirror, but like a glass, or the front of like your stove door, the microwave door, and then you come back with this Method Cleaner, it works really, really good. It gives it a fresh, clean, new appearance, in my opinion. And I just used it with a paper towel after everything was wiped down, cleaned. Then I used paper towel to go back and just really shine, and it brought a really, really pristine shine to the surfaces. So I'm very impressed with this product now, and it will become a staple. And again, this one also was very, very inexpensive. I want to say it was about $2 or so. I'm not sure if that was just on sale at Target, but it was about $2 or so. So I'm really impressed with it, and it will become one of my staples for cleaning not only the kitchen, but the rest of the house as well. I have to continue to rave about this product, but I don't think that I've seen my stove range, the top part, shine like this since I first got it. Like, I'm being super serious. So I kind of went a little bit crazy with the Method cleaner. I used it to clean out my basin or my sink, my my sprayer, my faucets, all of that, anything that was stainless steel. I used it for my countertops as the final product, as you guys will see. So yes, I really, really love it and I recommend it. And again, if you guys have experience with this product, please comment below and let me know. I guess I'm new to the game. You can say, girl, this is old. I've been using it, or I've been new about it, which is cool too. But I'm just really excited about it. So I thought that I would share with you guys my experience. Now that the stove is all clean and I've cleaned out the microwave above the stove, I'm gonna go ahead and put the stove back together. So I'm putting all of the attachments back on the stove and just getting everything into place. Now, if you're anything like me, after I spent so much time doing this, I hate coming in and cooking on top of it, because as you see, it takes a lot of time if you really kind of fine tooth or white glove clean the area. So, but anyways, that's life, you know. Once you cleaned up, it's gonna get back messy. So you just get your routine down, your cleaning products that you know are your go-tos that do the job first time without a big hassle, and you just keep it moving. So make sure that you have a good system down. Is my tip as far as cleaning the kitchen or any of your areas, so that it's not just something that is mundane and very hard to do, but it's something that, you know, you have your routine down, you get into your groove and your flow, and you just get in there and knock it out. I know it's just cleaning products, but if you can find anything that builds the excitement or gives you some excitement about cleaning and trying out a new product, or using some that you know work really, really good, then it does help. It helps to make the time go by faster and for it not to be such a chore. Now, cleaning, of course, I'm still a mom, so I have mom duties in between cleaning. This is the natural flow of life. You know, life doesn't stop because I'm cleaning, so this is how it goes. Typically when I'm cleaning, I have mommy breaks and do things with the kids as well. Now, this is my first time filming a clean with me in the kitchen, so I do apologize for the camera angles, but I am actually just wiping down and cleaning the face of the stove door, the pull-out drawer of the stove here at this point. So I do apologize for the angles. Don't judge me. Don't kill me. It's my first one, but it'll get better, of course, with time. Now, my oldest, again, is helping me to put up some of the dishes, which I don't mind, and I'm glad that he is at the point where he voluntarily helps and wants to help and sees the need to help. And I'm just finishing up washing some dishes, those new dishes that I got from the Dollar Tree, those champagne flutes, washing those out and letting them dry, and just spraying down the sink, which you will see me do throughout the video after I am washing dishes or pots and pans, that sort of thing, just to make sure that the sink is staying clean, which is one of my pet peeves, is to see, like, you know, a dirty interior sink. I'm always wiping that down multiple times just to make sure everything stays really fresh and clean. So I will show you guys in just a bit my 3-step system that I have for the kitchen. All of them are the Mrs. Meyer's products. I have the dishwashing liquid, I have the multi-surface spray, and then I also have the hand soap, because I am obsessed with hand washing. I'm a little OCD, I will admit, in this area, not just in the kitchen, but at any time. So hand soap is a necessity for me, as well as, of course, the dishwashing liquid and the multi-surface spray, because it's so handy right there. You can use it to spray down the counters, you can spray down the stove, you can spray in the microwave, you can use it to spray to clean out your sink, or if your kids are eating like on the countertop, where the bar area where my boys eat after they finish like breakfast, oatmeal or whatever, I just spray it really quickly and wipe it down so that nothing has a chance to sit there and get hard and cakey and yucky on the surface. I also use it for quick wipe downs, like for my glass table that we eat at in the dining area or the kitchen area. And I'm using it to wipe off also my little signs, or I don't know, I can't think right now, the little pictures that I have in the kitchen area on the counters, because when you're cooking and things kind of, you know, fly around or splatter or whatever, and they can kind of develop a little film over them. So I like to wipe them down as well. And I'm just continuing to straighten up the countertops and get the kitchen super squeaky clean. And wiping the counters down now, guys, and I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's spray again that I recommended, the multi-purpose spray, which smells amazing and it also works really good. One thing that I will say is that I have recently remodeled the kitchen area. And I am so in love with how the kitchen looks and how it feels. Before, the cabinets were brown and they did not have any knobs on them. So the entire time that we've been living in this house, the cabinets were brown. We built the house, we moved in, we've been here about 11 years now. And, you know, at the time the brown was in, it was on trend and it was nice, kind of traditional style. But since then, you know, things have needed to be updated. So we did a lot of remodeling, a lot of updating recently. I'm so excited and so happy with how things have turned out. So now the kitchen for me feels really fresh. It feels new. It feels really clean and modern, and I really love it. I'm excited about the kitchen and I want to keep it nice and neat and be in it, and just, I like the look of it. So I'm wiping down the the cabinets with a little bit of that Mrs. Meyer spray, because they are white, so they will pick up fingerprints and that sort of thing really easily. However, with the added fixtures and the hardware on the cabinets now, it's easier just to keep the things under control as far as like dirt on the cabinets, because we're using the pulls versus touching the cabinet itself to open it up. Now I am cleaning off my little plates that sit in my fruit stand and my fruit bowl itself. And I always like to have fresh fruit and my lemons, my ginger, and that sort of thing out on the cabinet so that it's easily accessible for me and for the kids, because I do encourage them to grab fruit for snacks or in the mornings, you know, for my smoothies and that sort of thing. I love fresh fruits or things to munch on versus like chips and junk foods. So I'm just putting these out on display and making sure that everything looks really appealing and really clean, since the actual fresh food is going to be sitting on it. Now, I used to have a lot of things sitting out on the countertops in my kitchen, but now I am so with the minimalist vibe that I put everything up as much as possible and it's down to a bare minimum. So I don't have a lot of things on the counter, because as you can see, the more things that you have out on your countertops, the more cluttered it looks. Even if it is clean, it just kind of gives a feeling and a look of clutter or a lot going on. And then when you're cleaning, you have a lot more things to wipe down and to move to clean your surfaces and that sort of thing. So I just like to have everything as minimal as possible, and I find that it makes the room feel cleaner, look cleaner, and it is a cleaner area to have to work in versus a whole lot of things to move around or to work around. Now we are saving the seeds from our vegetables and fruits, so that was what was in that little clay pot, but I transferred it to a little baggie and I put the pot up for later, like apple seeds and pear seeds and mango and all of that we've been saving to plant for our spring garden, which I'm excited about. And I am just continuing to put everything up in its place so that the kitchen is spick and span and super duper clean. All right, so now let's move on to the sink countertop, and this is the area where the boys tend to hang out. We have 2 bar stools here and they really like this area, so they tend to have their playthings there, slime they play with there, all of their superheroes. They eat breakfast here, snacks, etc., etc. They do homework here as well. So this is like the command central location for them. So I'm constantly using the spray bottle here at the bottom left to just kind of spot clean that area as we're going through the day. But then like tonight, I'm really getting in there and wiping it down and making sure that it's really clean and sanitized and disinfected for them. And I'm just continuing to put everything up on the counters. I used to have things on here, picture frames, pictures, flower pots and that sort of thing, but now I really don't have anything on it, and I really love the look of it. And I'll share with you guys that not too long ago we were thinking of moving, so we had really scaled back and put up a lot, packed up a lot, because we had our home on the market for showings. And then, you know, once we started to reduce things and put stuff up, we really loved the look of it and the feel of it. It just had a really new, open, clean, bright feel and vibe to it. And so ever since then, I've just been subscribed to just a minimal lifestyle. Now I'm using this little jar that we picked up from Dollar Tree, and my sons have been obsessed for some reason with peppermints lately. So I put their peppermints in there, which looks so much nicer and neater than just the bag that they were kind of grabbing from. And I put that there for them as a treat. And that is the only thing that's really up on my counter besides a candle, because after I clean, I will light a candle in the kitchen area or whatever room I'm in. I'll light incense or candles or do my plug-ins or my wax burners, but it's not until after the room is super duper clean. As you guys will see, it has to be on Tisha clean for me to feel like I'm able to light a candle or some type of fragrance. And I don't know if that's just me, maybe it's my OCD, and comment below if you are the same way. But until everything is super duper clean, I do not feel like my house is worthy or up to par to light a candle. It's like, girl, your house is not clean to light the candles. Get up and straighten up or clean up, and then you may burn a candle. So that is what I prescribe to. And so you'll see that that's kind of like a reward or my treat after I've cleaned, is that I will burn some sort of a fragrance or bring out one of my Bath and Body Works candles or whatever the case may be. But I found another cup while I was cleaning, so that's what I'm washing out here. But you can see my 3-step system that I keep here on my countertop right next to the sink. And I really don't like my basin. I don't like the double sink basin. I would like for it to be just one big basin and not the two way that is there. But in terms of functionality, I think it really works the best because I have one side for cleaning or dirty dishes and one side for clean. Or if I wanted to be like rinsing some fruits and vegetables and I had some dishes, I can put them separate. So I'm not sure how the concept of the one single pan basin works. I really like the way it looks aesthetically, so I'm really digging it for that reason. But functionality, I'm not sure how it would do without the double. But comment below and let me know what you have and what works best for you. But yeah, I do want to change out at least the faucet and that sprayer. It just feels so old school to me, but it works now. It's the one that we've had since we've lived in this home, so we may look to change it out, but I have to think about it a little bit more. So I'm just spraying it down, wiping it down, washing it down, and getting it all squeaky clean because I am done with dishes for the night. And I want to get like a little container that I can keep my little scrubber in, and then the sink plugs in. and what have you. But here is my 3-step from Mrs. Meyer's, and this is the basil scent, and then this little marble container, or I don't know what you would call it, is what I got. I picked up from Home Goods, and I used that to put my 3-step set on, and it looks really, really pretty there. So I like to keep all of them the same in terms of the packaging and the scent so that it looks like a set. So sometimes I will go to one store, I'll find maybe just the dishwashing liquid, then I'll have to travel to like Walmart or somewhere else to find the other two. Well, not Walmart, I haven't checked there. I usually get them at Target. Where else have I found the Mrs. Meyer's? And I'm trying to think. Mostly Target is where I will go. So these are the 3 that I have out currently, and I really like the fragrance for these 3. Before this, I believe I had rosemary as the 3 scents that I was using, or the scent that I was using. Really, really love them. So here I am wiping down the countertops, and I'm just going back through it now that everything is done, and I'm also wiping off the drawers because, like I said, it shows fingerprints and that sort of thing really easily. So I'm just spraying and wiping. I do encourage you to move every item on the countertop as you are wiping down each time when you're doing a thorough cleaning, because it really does make a difference, and it cuts down on your cleaning time. Instead of saying, oh, I'll come back and do a deep clean another day, if you do it each time, things stay cleaner a lot longer. So it's cutting down on, you know, how frequently you need to do the cleanings, but also it looks really good in between. So, you know, it always looks really fresh and really up to date and thoroughly cleaned every single time. So I wipe down all of the counter space, the items on the counter, and as well as like the pictures and stuff. And you see the difference, guys. It looks really, really neat. And that's my area for like all of my drinks and stuff. My Keurig is there. My Smeg coffee pot that I use to warm up hot water is over there in that little corner, as well as my champagne bar. This is the side I keep all of my fruits and things on. And then we have a charging station kind of in the back there for the boys. And I'm just coming through and sweeping. At this point, everybody was asleep. It was about 11 o'clock, so I have been cleaning since about 8:30. So I was winding down as well. I'm not sure if you guys want to see me sweeping or doing the floors, but comment and let me know. I always sweep. I am such a sweeper, a broom and dustpan kind of girl. I do have like the Dyson and all of those type of vacuums and stuff that I could do the hardwood surfaces, and the entire downstairs of my home, including the master bedroom, is hardwood. So I could in fact go over with the vacuum, but I always sweep. So that's my go-to, and then I do like a wet mop. So anyways, guys, this is how everything came out. I am so pleased, and you see how neat it looks with all the countertops minimalized as far as what sits on the top. So worth it, and yeah, it looks really, really good to me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that you guys enjoyed this clean with me kitchen edition video. I am getting a glass of champagne after all of that cleaning, and I have my candle lit because the kitchen is super clean as I love it. And a glass of champagne is definitely in order. I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and want more. You have a blessed day, awesome week, and I love you. See you. Bye.